Looking is a comedy by Canadian playwright Norm Foster. He's a great playwright. Hubtown Theatre has done a lot of his plays. But Looking is about four people. They're in their mid-40s. They're looking to get back into the dating game. Most of them have been married. One is not. Two of them are looking in the classified ads of the newspaper trying to hook up, and then when they realize that they are going to be hooking up, they need to bring their two friends with them to kind of act as buffers, to act as supports, and it's a very, very funny, touching play at times too.
My name is Catherine Pike.
And I'm Connie Baird.
And we're stage managing the play Looking by Norm Foster, directed by Ron DeViller.
Ron DeViller.
Oops! I didn't mean that, Ron.
My name is Deb Barnhill, and I'm new to Hubtown Players, and I'm playing the role of Val.
My name is Monica Bailey, and this will be my fourth play with Hubtown. Absolutely love it, and I'm enjoying the challenge. Every play pushes me a little further to do different things that I've never done before, and while scary, the results are rewarding.
Well, this is my third show with Hubtown. Looking forward to it. I'm working with a great cast again, and this is by far probably the biggest role I've ever entertained with Hubtown. A little intimidating, but the character that I'm doing, I like him. I think him and I would be pretty good friends outside of the theater, to be honest with you.
Shane Buchanan, just moved to Truro about 6 months ago, and done some community theater in Charlottetown and Halifax. This is my only my second non-musical role, so and definitely the largest role I've ever tried to take on, and my first comedy I've ever done. So really looking forward to it. So just wanted to join Hubtown to flex my dramatic side and meet some new people and get out and see what was going on in the community, and definitely glad I did.
Well, I rented Matt a storage shed after his divorce. He needed a place to store his stuff.
Yeah, I had so much. A pair of shorts and a nightlight.
So you're both divorced?
Uh-huh.
Kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You want to see pictures?
Just try and stop me. I've got pictures too.
Yeah, me too.
What drew me to Looking, number one, it's Norm Foster, and I've always liked Norm Foster. I love his writing. He has lines that flow from one character to the next, so in general, they're easy to remember. He always writes what's real, and he's writing about relationships, and who at some point hasn't been looking to hook up with somebody at some point in their lives. What he's done is he's taken four people in their 40s, and a little bit later on in life, but they're very, very real situations, and that's what Norm Foster does best, and that's what I love about doing a Norm Foster play, and that's what I love about doing Looking.
Val is an OR nurse. She's divorced, long since divorced, and lonely and looking for love, and she's also very idealistic, quite naive about what's out there for her. So she's a very interesting character to play. So Val finds her way to the personal ads and meets herself a man named Andy.
I had the privilege of playing Andy. Andy is a fellow that's in his late 40s, divorced. He's been out of the dating scene for quite a while, a very awkward fellow. Doesn't have a whole lot of self-confidence. He owns a storage company, renting out storage, and he's decided that he's going to try to do a personal ad. And the only way he's going to go on a date on a personal ad is if he brings his wingman Matt along with him as well, because then it turns out to be a double blind date. And the adventures just kind of start for Andy. He gets kind of kicked to the curb a couple times and gets some more confidence in him, and just when he gives up on things change for him.
My character in this play, her name is Nina, and she is a police officer who comes across quite brash and, ballsy, but I think she's really quite insecure and lonely.
Matt is a mid to late 40s radio broadcaster. He doesn't like when people call him a disc jockey. He's kind of given up on the dating scene, takes it for what it is. He's out to have a good time, and sarcastic as all get out. He's pretty cool.
The cast is amazing to work with. We've got a couple of new people, Shane Buchanan and Deb Barnhill. new to Hubtown Theatre. Shane has done some acting before, I think in New Glasgow and PEI and some musicals and things like that. Deb has never been on the stage before, and she's really, really exciting to work with. She's just a bundle of energy on the stage. And then we've got a couple of other people as well who have been in a few productions with Hubtown Theatre. Monica Bailey, you last saw her in Aspirin and Elephants. That was a great play. Brian Yorke was introduced a couple of years ago on the stage as a 7-foot-tall rabbit. That was the first time he was on the stage with Hubtown, so you can't forget about Brian, and all four of them are just amazing to work with. They're incredible actors.
The cast is wonderful. It's really nice to have such a small, tight group. Everybody's getting along really well. We're playing off each other very nicely, and this has been just an amazing experience so far. We're having an awful lot of fun.
What a crew. They are a blast. And it's my first time working with Deb because, of course, it's her first play, and she's phenomenal. I'm learning things from her. So, and, you know, Brian, fantastic, and I say Brian, so then I have to say Shane. I get the character names mixed up. But really good chemistry here, really working well together. I think the audience is really going to feel that and enjoy it.
Great collection of people. Again, somehow all the shows I've done with Hubtown, they always have great people to work with, very easy, relaxing atmosphere. I couldn't have asked for 3 other great co-stars to be with me in this one. We blend well together, we get along well, and it's laughter from start to finish. And I can't wait for everybody to see it, and it's going to be a wicked show.
Yeah, we've got in-jokes going and really good camaraderie and yeah, no, it's a really good bunch of people.
Well, it is pretty fun. Deb and I work together at the hospital, as do Shane and I. And they tried out at my urging, and I'm very
So Deb and
lucky.
Shane work together too?
Well, they really don't, actually. They don't. Deb's the chemopharmacist. Shane is the lab manager. I'm the administrative assistant for both of their bosses. That's how that works. So it's really fun. It's really fun seeing them outside of work and how funny they are. And I love Monica. She's awesome. And I have not worked with Brian or Rod before, and they're pretty funny guys.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Mabel, I just put it out in the personals.
What?
The personals, the newspaper.
Andy, you're not serious.
Why not?
The personal ads?
What's wrong with that?
I thought you said you didn't want people to know you were looking.
Well, that's the beauty of this. It's anonymous. All you do is you fill out the ad, put your initials to it, and the women call you.
And what would this ad say?
Single white male, late 40s,
Early 50s.
successful businessman,
Struggling financially.
plays tennis,
Sucks at tennis.
looking for someone to share my life with.
Your life?
Sometime.
A night.
No, I told you that's not what I'm looking for. I want something more than that.
Well, not me. Relationship is too much work. I think I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, having lots of sex with women I barely know.
So when's the last time you had it?
About a year?
Was it good?
It was too good.
Too good? How can it be too good?
Well, it wasn't normal. I thought skills like this can only come from years of professional training. Very unsettling. I should call her.
Rod is a lot of fun to work with. He's been very patient with me, given that I've never done this before. And we're having an awful lot of fun, a lot of laughs.
Again, my third show with Hubtown, I've been fortunate enough to act in 2 shows with Rod, have Rod as a director. Extremely. It's a great person to work with. Knows his stuff, and he's easy to follow his directions.
Rod's great. Rod's very patient and probably a little too easygoing on me when I'm having my off-camera moments where I'm being a little sarcastic and trying to be entertaining on my own time. But he's good. He's really easy to work with. He just makes you feel really comfortable. I don't know. I've worked with directors before who, you know, you feel kind of tense when you don't feel like you're giving them what they want. But it's almost like you end up giving Rod what he wants just because he's being so relaxed and giving you the time and space to develop the character for yourself. It's like, it's not his expectations of what he wants the character to be. It's he lets you sort of evolve what you to a point where you and the character sort of become the same thing, and he just seems to guide it that way. He's very good to work with so far.
Rod is amazing. I just think he's cool as a cucumber. He knows what he wants. I think he's been around for a while and done a lot of plays. He just has some fantastic ideas, and he just always makes a whole lot of sense, and I never doubt him.
Rod's awesome to work with.
Yes.
I had told him before that did he ever decide to direct another play, I would love to work with him. He's very accepting of any ideas that we have, lets anybody contribute, listens, and goes from that. So it's a great experience.
He's very smart, and I like that he does take in a lot of input, and we kind of build on on that to make each scene better. So yeah, he's really fun to work with.
It's the whole group is really it's a good mix of people.
It's pretty fun.
The cast really has a great time together, and as much as we like to be serious, because we've only got 7-8 weeks to put together a production, there are always moments where somebody says something that's funny.
Well, I don't want to give away anything. We make a lot of reference to the bar where we meet quite often in the play, and that in itself is quite funny. Only because when we say it, we can't stop laughing because it's called the Private Dick.
There's been quite a few. Some of the lines in here, once you come and see it, no matter how many times I've heard it already, it's funny. I really don't know, being on a public kind of video right now, whether I want to repeat something. You have to come to the theater and see when the show's on. But it doesn't matter how many times I've heard the same line now in rehearsal, I laugh every single time. So it's hard to keep. It's going to be hard to keep a straight face when you're on stage.
Shane keeps us on our toes. He's a pretty funny guy, and he'll say pretty much anything, and he's quite dedicated to bringing the laugh on stage, so it's made it very interesting to watch rehearsals.
Well, Monica and I are a little nervous about our excessive amount of lip locking that we're going to have to. I've never kissed a woman on stage before, kissed very few women, period. I'm gay, she's married, so she's nervous, I'm nervous. We keep joking like, what kind of lip balm do you want to wear? What kind of gum should I be chewing? Do you want to just go make out in the back rafters and finally? We actually haven't kissed yet, so both of us feel like there's this tension building to when we finally get to have our big make-out scene. But I told her anytime she wants to, just grab me, we'll run to the bathroom when we're not on stage and get her done. But that's the running gag between Monica and I right now.
Well, working out is good for you, and at our age, we should be thinking about our health.
At our age, I hate it when people throw age in your face. At your age, you should be thinking about university. At our age, you should be thinking about marriage. At our age, you should be at the height of your sexual peak.
What is the sexual peak for women anyway?
35 to 40.
Great. I missed it. Could have shown someone a good time, too.
6 years, huh?
Wow. So, what do these person lads say anyway?
Now you're interested.
No, I'm not interested. I'm just curious.
Well, let's see here. Single white male, 40s, looking to be smothered in love. Smothered, huh? Apparently he's looking for a much larger woman than yourself. Single white male, 55, looking for a woman around 30. Jerk. Single white male, late 40s, successful businessman, plays tennis. Boring.
What's wrong with that?
Plays tennis? That's 2 doors down from lawn bowling. I'm gonna hit the showers. Nina and Monica are a lot alike in the sense that they are both really insecure, but really work hard not to look insecure. Yeah, I'm so feeling that. And it would be so cool if Monica was a police officer, but she doesn't have as exciting a job as Nina. Normally she just sits at a desk. But no, I like Nina. I I do. I like Nina. I think you'll find she ends up being, she's written as a strong character and ends up being the weakest.
When I first read the character of Val, I thought, oh, I'm nothing like her, because I think I didn't want to admit that I was as much like her as I am. She's quite innocent. She's quite idealistic. She really has a fairly narrow view of the world, we think. But at her core, Val's a really good person. She's a very kind person, and she learns to cut loose a little bit, which I really like.
Yeah, the sarcasm that Matt has is pretty much. I was telling Rod, I feel like he couldn't have chosen a better person, because in a lot of ways I am Matt. You know, I'm that sarcastic guy throwing out the one-liners and looking for the quips, and Matt's sarcasm is definitely something I can take near and dear to my heart, and yeah, pretty much.
No, it's been really fun and exciting, and I've learned a lot from Rod and Connie.
It's my second time. I asked Catherine to come on board to get her back into Hubtown, and I knew she'd do a great job.
Oh, thanks, Connie.
Play Looking it has something that everyone will identify with, whether you're currently looking or not. I think everybody's always looking. I don't think you ever stop looking. You may be looking for different reasons or looking just for fun, but I think everyone is going to have more than a few of those, oh, been there, done that. And there's a lot of laughs because of that. It is a funny, funny play. Love it.
It is going to give you a little over 2 hours of great comedy. It's Norm Foster. It's a conversation. It's not too deep where you're going to lose yourself in it. It's just two couples trying to get on with their life in their 40s, divorced, and a lot of relatability, great conversation, and just sit back and enjoy it. It's going to be a great ride.
The play is, I mean, anything I've done before has been an original, and this is the first time I've actually taken on a role that was, you know, a well-known play that's been done by other people and whatnot, and this play, it plays it like a sitcom. Like, you could be home watching this on a Thursday night on must-see TV or something, and the dynamic of the four characters, you know, no matter who you are sitting in the audience, you're going to identify with one of the four of us that are up on stage, and you're going to be like, oh God, I remember when that happened, or oh man, my friend said that exact same thing to me when I was going to take out a personal ad, and the dialogue is so. Like, my favorite thing about some TV shows is they have a carefully interwoven mythology where, you know, something that happened 3 seasons ago is referenced 3 seasons later. And in this play, especially between Monica's and my characters, there's so many subtle nuances and interconnections to our dialogue in different scenes that it's such a well-written play, and the dialogue is very simplistic, but it's very impacting. Like, Norm Foster hit it right on the head. When it comes to dating, this play covers every gamut of how absolutely sucky it is to be single.
I think this play is going to appeal to a lot of people. It is a typical Hubtown play in that it's a comedy, and I think Hubtown audiences have been drawn to the comedies, and that's what Hubtown, I think, does best. There are some moments of scenes that are touching, and I really like what the actors have done with those scenes, and they continue to work with those scenes as we get closer to production date. This is a great play. If you have a friend who's never been to see live theater, here's how I'm going to bill it. It's Looking by Hubtown Theatre Society in 3D. All right, this is 3D. So check it out at the Marigold Cultural Center.